Hello guys, what's up? This is Scher talking. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is about Valhalla Haunted Castle. This is the new tower event that got released yesterday or something like that. And well, we have some new stages from this. It's still a very hard tower event. A lot of people won't be able to clear the last stages. And starting from floor number 36, we will have the stages that you can use your friends. You see that this is the option that you won't be able to use your friends. So I'm using 3 damage dealers setup. I'm using Leona as my healer and buffer, and 3 damage dealers here. The 3 damage dealers are orbed. They are also with the orb. The first orb at least on level 4. And I'm using also the same thing, action skill accent for the main weapon as well. All the 3 characters are there. And so let's just start this and see. And I'm also, one last thing, I'm also using seal stones because I have this with this account. I farmed them. You can see here, all of my characters have seal stones. So I think this is a very strong squad. Not all of them are max limit broken. This Planet doesn't have access to the max status yet, even if you consider the party assist. So, well, let's just start this and see how far we can get before we start to have to strategize. Starting from this floor here. And also the first floor where the natural healing is debuffed. So this means Leon will heal less. Even when resisted, it's still a lot of damage from this squad. I'm not even buffing myself. The rewards are way better than the last time where we were getting like 10 gems and some other stuff that was most of the time not even useful. There are still some rewards that are not so good, but we'll keep cleaning and see where we can get. Let me just use a buff here and use colossal damage to see what happens. You can see Valkyrie in 1 colossal damage coming from an orbit character maxed. It's enough to deal damage. This Awakened Planet only reaches 15,000 attack, so it's not so hard to reach. Keep claiming. Just in order to show, we'll check the status of this Awakened Planet. You can see it's the normal cap after you use your Soul Sublimation. So I will try to see again on a boss that is not resistant to colossal damage. Yeah. You just see here it's 5 million damage. Bosses simply melt this type of damage. They right now I think they have 4 million HP. I believe the best strategy while you still not facing hard opponent is still just try to nuke. Oh, this boss survived it. Just reach the point where the bosses become harder. Try to clean as fast as possible just by nuking.
さて始めましょうか。
来るわ。うざっとい。その痩せ玉どこまでもしろ。
Even when resisted, it's still almost 6 million damage.
頑張ったじゃない。思ってたよりは。
悪い癖だ。ついついやりすぎてしまう。
This floor here gives me 200 gems. It's one of the best floors. It exactly gives more than 1000 gems if you claim to the last stage. Now it's a golden weak to fire. You see, I'm using 2 different elements just for nuke. I have fire, holy, and darkness.
いろいろと楽しめそうだな。
やれやれ。
うざっとい。
This boss has 2 bars, so we will be able to see what it is after he dies for the first time. See the difference, it was 5 million damage with an enemy that's weak to the element. Lizard is not exactly the best damage dealer because he's exactly status element inflictor. Because by the power of Holy Lightning. So it seems that you have to inflict Holy and Lightning damage. Reduce the damage, reduce the defense of the boss. Now he's weak to Lightning and Holy as well. 3 elements is enough that you need. So I will just use this parallax to see the damage. 6 million damage. See, it was around 25% increase in damage when compared to Calamity God Lizard. Let's just keep attacking because he will revive. He also inflicts a lot of debuffs and status elements, so it's good to have a character that can heal from this. Garamele to Knight Alicia, Valkyrie Alicia, Rebecca. And the last turret is only doing normal, simple attacks. It's just a sign that the things are getting harder. So I will just use Kokuyo just to see the damage. Okay. Waken Landing does a little more damage than Calamity God Lizard. 25% more, but she's using colossal damage. This is the difference as well. If he had access to colossal weapon, maybe the difference won't be that much.
Muni, お前は周囲を偵察してこい。私に続け。薄上がれ。
Well, this is the boss that likes to inflict a lot of status elements as well, and it's only weak to lightning. I don't have lightning here, so we will have to pierce through. Just use normal attack to see if he survives it. I think he can survive at least 1/3. Maybe not. Yeah, he won't survive. See that he still has a 7 million HP. Not so much with characters that can unleash 6 million damage with each one of the action skill. So okay, we will keep going. When we reach bosses that have 20 million HP, we will have to strategize. Before that, it's just single nuking.
せてあげるわ。
This one is weak to Holly. Let's see the parallax damage. Survive it at least. Single use of it.
相手が悪かったようですね。
This boss here likes to inflict blind.
その程度の力で歯向かおうとは
Blind
笑わせ
and
ないでくだ
paralyzed.
さい。
So we're reaching close to 100k, but still a long way to go.
ご存知だとは思いますが、私は執念深いですよ。
来るわ。薄やがれ。
It's a fish. Weak to Holly. I'll use normal attacks to see what he does.
邪魔だ。やっ、それ、バカじゃ。
くらえ貴様には無駄だ目障りです。
ぶっ飛べ。これ。はっ、そこだ。
Yeah, he has around 8 million HP. But he only did buffs with single target attacks. Doesn't seem too
見せてあげるわ。
hard for the average player.
意外にやるのね。あの世で自慢していいわよ。こんな戦いで満足なんてできないわ。 私を本気にさせてみてくれよ。うざったい。
This one is weak to ice and lightning, the two elements I don't have.
見せて
So let's just attack normally, see if there's something else with this boss.
貴様には無駄だまるで相手になりません。くらえ逃がしはしない。
Yeah, he usually uses paralyze, single target attacks, PoE attacks, and buffs himself. Nothing really different than he did before in other stages.
相手が悪かったようですね。
夜べのない私にとってアーリー様に
Large experience speed is not that good. Huge is way better. So we're down at floor number 46.
我は戦を止め死者を選定する者なり。来るわ。うざったい。
This boss is weak to lightning and darkness. Two bosses actually. Darkness is weak to 2, but one is weak to lightning, other weak to fire, so well, just focus on doing darkness damage.
寝てろ。
They are very hard. This is that stage where some people will have difficulty because it's a very large jump in difficulty and HP from the bosses. Also, this boss has 2 bosses. This stage has 2 bosses. It's a good place for you to farm experience.
浄化完了。
Yeah, the experience is pretty nice here. Not exactly a good place to farm, but for the amount of AP they cost, you can simply just get the crystals to get more experience while you climb it.
アーリー様に失
Now we are around 94k. Recommended mine still not close to 100k.
さあ行きましょう。
敵ですか？
Plus with 2 ice. Let's just attack normally. I was able to inflict blind here, so the damage will be reduced. Just buffs himself on the second. And on the first turn, single target attack, probably mag damage, and sometimes status elements. This is the type of boss that you have to do. Using stalling strategies is not always recommended. We're getting way too many rainbow keys here. How can someone spend all this much rainbow keys? I don't know. This one is weak to fire. Let's just use normal attacks to see if it is different. We'll probably use a mag type of attacks. Well, we just blinded him. And 10 million HP yet. Probably a mix of 5 square mega attacks, poison, but no, nothing really different. Second hit was a critical hit, that was why it gave so much more damage. Well, this time is that blob or slime or something else. Unformed. So, formless, I think the name is the correct name for this type of boss. He's only weak to non-elemental damage. We will have to break through by buffing ourselves and unleashing action skills, but it really resisted here. Okay, we don't have that many options to do non-elemental damage. We have some characters that have non-elemental attacks, but it's very hard to find a weapon that doesn't have an element. Valkyrie doesn't have an element, but it's not enough to defeat this type of boss. So you have to pierce through their defenses. You can use things like Sacred Compass or other debuff type weapons to increase your damage. We will reduce the resistance of the boss. So here I will just pierce through his defenses. But he doesn't do damage, so you can simply stall on this fight if you're having a problem while doing damage. Bring a tank like Klaus or the Fang Iron Green, or any other tank that you may have. Okay, we reached floor number 50. And we are on level 100k already. Content's still very easy, simply because I have 3 max reaction skill damage dealers orb. Have to remember that. So this boss here is weak to fire and lightning. Well, we will just have to do some normal attacks to see if he does something different, but I think he's just a carbon copy of all of the other similar bosses we faced before. But it doesn't cost us to test. The boss can even be paralyzed. The scenes freeze, single target damage, and probably AoE attack damage as well. So try to bring some way to paralyze because the boss got paralyzed and he didn't recover from paralyze. So it's his weakness. That's why he's also weak to light. I think I can kill him. You already learned enough.
たわいもない。もうおしまいです。悪い癖だ。ついついやりすぎてしまう。
So 104k recommend might.
私を本気にさせてみてくれよ。
敵ですか？
うざったい。
Another armadillo. This time is weak to darkness. I would just attack normally to see if there's something else.
まるで相手になりませんね。無駄だ。シスラン。
He also has only 10 million HP. Not much. We inflicted blind here. He buffs himself on his first turn, he does AoE damage. Just the same old thing.
意外にやるのね。あの世で自慢していいわよ。夜べのない私にとってアーリー様に必要とされること。
We are reaching 108k. Weak to dark and ice. If you don't have the strength to defeat the bosses using a general elemental squad, you just focus on a single element. I'm using this different element squad simple because I can use and focus on a single character at a time. This boss here is a little different. I think I will just test to see what he does. No buffs, no shot light, just normal attack. So we don't kill him. He also has around 10 middle HP, a little more than that. He debuffs the squad. He also uses it to blind a lot. Single target damage. Yeah, okay. Careful with the debuffs. Use your buff on the second turn. So you clear himself from the buff. Another floor, another stage, another boss. Let's check this out.
お前は周囲を偵察してこい。来た。薄やがれ。
Wait to lightning. Okay, let's just attack normally and see if there's anything different in this one. This is a beast. He usually does AoE damage and a lot of hits. This is the type of boss that is very easy to deal if you're using tanks, because you have a lot of chances to recover HP. There's a lot of hits from this boss. He also tries to freeze. Takes a lot of other status elements. This is different than what we usually see, because he also has fire breath attack that has like 3 or 4 hits. That's the one that is good to kill when you're using a tank. Healing tanks, I mean, like Klaus or Vanguard Green, L, or Barrick. Let's see. he has that fire breath attack. Yeah, it's just an ice attack now. But yeah, this is a good boss for you to use tanks. But this ice cold drop is probably magical. If it's magical, you have to use a magical guard weapon. Yeah, we deal with this boss.
その程度の力で歯向かおうとは笑わせないでください。
For number 54, I'll simply using one of my large stamina potions. Get a lot of AP pods here, a lot. So don't worry about using them. Okay, this one is weak to ice, not resistant to anything else, just fire. Okay, let's just use normal attacks to see if there's anything different to this one. So we just inflicted blind. And he also has something like 12,000 HP. Finalize, single target attacks. Single target attacks. A very good place for you to use tanks if you don't have the power to simple knocking down. It's a dragon from the fire element. Wait to fire element actually. So it's a dragon, it's the first dragon you're facing from the top floors. Let's just wait and see what happens. Oh, just knocking down. There are some dragons that can inflict stone to our characters. It's a very dangerous status element, so have to be careful with that. Let's see if he inflicts status elements as well. I already inflicted him with curse, at least. Some dragons also get weakened, but when you use curse, they got debuffed. This one is a country. You have to nuke him now. You probably won't survive his nuke. So bring all your power and try to nuke. Here, this one is weak to dark. See what he does. All of you just magical attacks, single target most of the time. That's what this boss always does. Single target attacks, another single target attack, single target attack. And then, whoa, he just blinded my whole squad. So you have to bring someone to cleanse this type of stuff. I don't have one because I just brought power. So let's just knock him down. Being blinded. was maybe unlucky, or he has a very high chance of inflicting blind. I don't know what is true here. But it's also very easy to deal with this boss by using tanks, because single target attacks all the time. Unless it's that AoE attack that inflicts blind. Now we are on stage number 57, and it's 3 formless bosses. Well, this is usually where you have to nuke by using action skill damage, so they are dead as fast as possible. But I will let them survive for the first turn to see what they do. 3 bosses. We blinded one of them. They are using AoE attack. They both attack. So guys, that attack that he used, that was a single target that he spinned. This is a very good attack for you to guard against. So there's a lot of hits there, so you can heal back a lot of it. Just bring Klaus here. He will be very vulnerable for your team. And try to bring your strongest nuke action skill. So he debuffed my squad, so you can maybe save for the second turn to use your Valve Light, and then try to nuke with the best action skill that you may have. In this case here, I'm using 3 colossal damage. It's not enough to defeat all of them. I have to use another extreme. Okay, there was 3 extremes and 3 colossal damage action skill for maxed characters. The stages are becoming harder. We are getting to the point that where we have to use strategy. Up to this point, we didn't have to use too much strategy. So you see, we're reaching 140k recommended might. This video will reach up to floor number 60, I think, and then we'll make another video about the last 3 stages. So this boss is weak to Holy and Darkness. Okay, what else just attacks normally to see? This type of boss usually poison and paralyze, so paralyze is even worse than poison. You either nuke him down as fast as possible, or you bring something to clear that paralyze. I just blinded him, so he has probably something around 16 million HP. That attack can poison. Single target attack, the 3 attacks were single target, 4 attacks single target. So this is an idea. You can bring a tank here, and even being Art Green doesn't need to be Klaus. So, he's done. We're number 59, and it's Dragon Week to Lightning. I don't have Lightning on the squad, so we'll have to see if we can break through this defense. This type of boss usually has very high defense, and it really has. These normal attacks are not getting much damage. And he also has very strong both fire scope and AoE and single target damage. He also has probably something like 16 million HP. Maybe a little more. And he also can stone your character. So this is not a boss fight where you can just play around. When your character is stoned, he will receive more damage, and it's also takes way too much time for you to recover from stone, but you eventually recovers from it. So just try to knock him down, and he's weak to lightning. I will just have to pierce through his defenses and see how much damage I can inflict. Yeah, I can pierce him down. The experience from the stages are pretty nice. This is the last stage for this video, number 60. I wonder what type of boss it is. It's just a knight, phantom knight. With fire and lightning, and he has a revive bar. Okay, we can start with Godlight and do normal attacks to see if he does something different on the first bar and compared to the second bar. I was not able to inflict any of the status elements from Lizard. His first bar has something around 40 million HP, I think. So the difference here just silenced me. I can use action skill. He used an AoE attack, but it only landed on 2 characters. So if you want to deal some good damage, you can simply try to knock him down the first bar, so you will be able to skip this attack. Probably on the second bar he will use different attacks, so maybe using on the first turn all your action skills may be a good thing. So my Kokuyu still has one, but he resists dark and he resists very well. His resistance is very high. Got cursed and blinded this time. He just buffed himself for the second turn. Now still using single target damage most of the time. Silence was cleared from Lizard and he's weak to fire, so well, I would just attack normally to see if there's something else in the second phase. Maybe we can learn something from here. At least he's blinded. Single target attack, single target attack, single target attack, single target attack. Yeah, that's a good place for you to use. Thanks. Pulse works well here. So yeah, we defeated up to the floor number 60. We would be doing the last 4 stages on a separate video, because the bosses there will have more strategy, I think. I do believe so. So thank you for watching this video. If you want to support this channel, you have the Patreon or PayPal buttons on the description. Please tell me if you also defeated these stages. Well, we see each other on the next video. Bye.